Nah. Instant.
Which platforms are you online in?
It's YouTube,
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. What is the other one?
Kana Oman Global Talk again.
Yeah, VTech TV, and VTech TV as well. We are also available. Continue posting your questions, ladies and gentlemen. Let us see if we can get this thing sorted out.
At least you go YouTube for sure.
Okay. We are just double checking. Bazalwane, continue greeting us. Siyathokoza. Thank you for joining us. We have a chunk of questions that we need to be going through. My fellow people who are joining us from all over, bear with us.
Yeah, so sharp. Good night.
Yeah, but never tell us you're working na fara kisa wuce.
But if it is you would pick up and you'd know go to Namadlos. Double check for me. We are on once again. One usually, Josie, it's something that you get from your family. So it's rare that you'd get it out of anywhere else. So you'd get it out of your family. So it's an inheritance. One, you'd get sickness, but very importantly, you'd get dreams. So there are specific dreams that you'd see, and then you'd know to Netlos. I'll give you just from the top of my head. One, you'll start dreaming the same thing over and over again. Even if you are not even a spiritual person, but you should know that every time you dream of something over and over again, it simply means it shows you the importance of that dream. One, you'll be dreaming of animals. Kakul, you'll be dreaming dogs, zikugijimisa. I have one of my team members who's raising eyes. So you'll be dreaming izinja dogs. They will be chasing you. You'll always be surrounded by dogs. Two, you'll also be dreaming of amanzi, amanzi from around your area, and also nasemfuleni as well. You'll be also be dreaming of amanzi, and you'll also be seeing a lot of white people in your dream. So those are some of the things that you'd see. Yes, there are plenty, but it all depends on what is it that you dream. So that's how you know to unedlozi. I hope I have answered you. Onei, I'm trying to read here. That's why I'm squinting my eyes. Onei, I hope I've answered you. That so that's how you know to unedlozi. So you start having those dreams. Because one thing that I also wanted to explain as well about dreams and visions. Remember that you are on the side, and abantu bakini they are living on the other side. So everybody wants to talk to you, but because they are speaking a different language, whenever they speak, you cannot hear them. So the only language that you can discuss between wena nabo, it's when they show you signs. They will show you masila, they will show you beads in a dream, they will show you water, and you will see dogs, and you will see mapodisa, and besopopanamans. All of those things that I've mentioned, the sooner you start having those things, you should know ukuthi umntwana wedlozi, umntwana wethonga. Yet, it does not mean ukuthi kwamele uyothwasa. Bear that in mind, because it means we still need to scrutinize it. Because abanye kunabantu kwamele bayothwasa, and then khona abanye abakwamelanga ukuthi bayothwasa, but they have that spirit thing. You need only to acknowledge that and say, yes, I see you, Bokoko, and do whatever procedures that you can do. And then after doing that, you can go on with your life. But it's important that you need to be able to listen and understand as it unfolds, because the reasons these people, they don't listen. You can pray, you can kill a cow. Whenever they are finished and they don't even negotiate. We are continuing. Lesego ask Mkulu, kinale botata. Sidimusaka is confusing me because the one that wakes up, I don't know. Right, remember that. Okay, I'm gonna try and make sense out of this. One, it's rare that idlozi elivuka kuyo or badimo ba tsoga mo go wena ebe badimo ba ba tsebang ka leitlo ora ke mangwane sibongilo na nkgodisa ke no gola monna. It's impossible. It's always a generation ahead or two generations ahead. In my case, igama lami ledlozi ngunana insizwa kaDube isilwane sasempumalanga uvela bahleke. Nana Dube, I don't know her. I have her on my picture. I can tell her when she appears because I see her on the picture. But between me being born and her being dead, there is a very big period. So normally batuba arabatsebi. That is one. Two, kunedlozi eselibiza ukuthi idlozi lomngenela. Idlozi lomngenela, it's when, if I stay in this house, I'm staying with Makumalo, and Makumalo, she's not housed here, she's not born here, but ngimthathile wazohlala nami for any particular reason. The day she dies, God forbid, the day she dies, when she wants to go back home, she cannot go home because akabathole abantu abakubo, but bakubona abagrey, and she feels that she still owes me because I handled her good. So she feels that she owes me, so she needs to come back. As a guest, you can. Okay, we have somebody who wants to join us. Let us see. Welcome. This is Global Talk with Bishop Q, your favorite lunchtime talk show. We are going global. Let us see if we can connect. You are coming through. Seemingly my system does not want to connect you. Thanks for joining the host, Mrena. Okay, I can't see the name properly. It's Miza. Is it Miza? Miza, thanks for following us. I understand. So I dreamt of Lisela with the red, white, and black and white, and the sun in the middle. Right. Remember, like I said, that the cloths, they are also there just to communicate with you, to show you that this is the path that you need to take. But I normally emphasize Dubantu. You need to go and get your position first and understand what is it that is expected of you. Don't go and buy izinto. Makumalo, ngicela that thing there right here. That stethoscope, that doctor's thing like that. Don't go and buying things. If ungaka confirm ukuthi unalo idlozi or awunalo, what is it that is expected of you? Let me give you a reason, or let me be specific about it. This right here, we call it a stethoscope. Buy you this if you are not a qualified doctor. So you can imagine me, ngifake suit ngimuhle, and I'm wearing this, and somebody appears wearing this. In your mind, you see a doctor, and if anything was to happen to anybody, let me say singena ku car accident, God forbid, siyalimala, people will be looking at you because you are wearing this or ufake ama epaulets, because people are having that conclusion that you are already a doctor. So ungabothenga indwang nama beads unless we have confirmed that you are about to start the college. Even dressing up these things, kunabotsheri labathanda ukufika emakhaya besacabanga ukuthi makafaka ibhayisi zomshele and everything, kanti uzibizela inkinga, because to me ufana nomuntu ofake i-stethoscope. So let us just be careful, let us just go so check and make sure that izinto ozibhayayo, you are sure that you are about to start university and you are about to go ngendlela yedlozi. So I hope I've answered you. So those masila our warning out, they simply mean that yes, umntwana wedlozi kwamele uyothatha umsebenzi wabantu abadala. Thanks for joining us. If you've just joined us, this is Global Talk with Bishop Q, your favorite lunchtime talk show. Thokoza mkhulu, Tumi Marobza, thanks very much for following us. Continue following us on YouTube. We are available on TikTok, reading, Facebook, Sikona, Twitter, Remo, YouTube, reading. Continue saluting us, following us. Tell us about your dreams, your visions, anything that you want to talk to us about into Zedlozi. Today's Kunmang is into Zedlozi at large. You are just open. People need to talk to us. There are a number of questions that people have written, but we are also trying to make sure that we listen to people whenever they want to join us. If you are somewhere else, you want to join and ask me questions, I'm here. Hakile charge. Thokoza. I hope I've answered you. Marobza, you're welcome. Tumza, okay. People are happy now. We are going to questions that people have been writing from all over. People have been writing questions, having this issue, Samadlozi, and so forth. Nozipo Makatini, she says she's eternally grateful for everything that has happened. It looks like has been there. Limguide, Limbonisa. Nozipo, let me also just advise you while you are still in that sting of being thankful. If unomntwana ekhaya omncane and umupha something and mawumnika that thing bese uyayithatha without being thankful, how would you feel? Obviously, so it's important that you not need to be only be thankful ngomlomo wakho kuphela, but ukhumbule ukuthi amadloti abantu they're a little bit strict, but you need also to make sure that you have a bong bandela 70. Now, it does not always have to be slaughtering. Yebo inyama siyayithanda, yebo ukuchitheka kwegazi kubalekile kwesinye isikhathi edlozini. But remember that you can always cook, especially meals which are adjacent to what your family is used to. I'll give you a typical example with me. My mother, she's Tswana, she's from Mafikeng, Vryburg, Khanyisa, Pudumong, and all those areas. But because I'm from there, obviously it means every time I kill a miracle, and whenever I cook my thing, I need to make sure that somehow so I also have to cook and take some of it, put it in a dish. It has to be a still dish. It means I've given them, I've shared with them, and that is also a way of thanking them. Okay, now it's as chiso, you know, you can read it in the book of Leviticus. It will guide you how to go about it as chiso. If you have enough money, and we do a celebration, and then we come and eat the meat. So there are different ways, but remember, it's important that just also for Pilisa and for protecting you, so let's just make sure that we are bonga, sis Nozipo, we are humble, you'll bonga idlozi for whatever that it has done for you. So let us see if we can get a guest coming through Mhlambe to ask a question or two. The network has been a problem. It has been very terrible. Hello.
Hi.
Thokozani Likai.
Everything.
Yes, Buza, my love.
na problem ka gore like I guess I believe I'm a lot
Yeah.
because you know why. My mom, yes, is a traditional healer, and my uncle Kumuzalwani and Aunt Waka. Your mom relates, ne?
Right.
But like there's no peace in the family. So why are they doing that? And but like how not peace in the family.
Yeah.
So this thing
just make sure that you follow up with me, Wantega and Wang DM. I'll send you a free copy of my book, which is called Kapelani. That book teaches thoroughly ukuthi idlozi noNkulunkulu zihlanganaphi, because I'm also questioning and say, who came up with the rule to say idlozi noNkulunkulu azihlangani? Nobody came up with that. But people, they don't know, they don't understand, or Mudimu is still in charge, he's still number one. Idlozi beselandela ngasemuva. So sometimes we get lost and misinterpret and think ukuthi idlozi lihamba le and uNkulunkulu hamba le, but yet God kena o etsang everything. And I am told in actual fact, wena ko wena tshwantseng o tlise family ya gago together. Malume ska gogela kwa o mo gotlise and your mother o mo gotlise kaofela o ba rapedise o ba kopela le ko batho ba bagolo so that they come and become one.
you know, like I tried that, but
How did you do that? It's not gonna be an overnight thing where o fastile 2 days. Yeah, it will take time, my love, but ibata focus and dedication. We can help you out. You can write to us on Facebook or wherever. We can help you out. The progress is starting to make sure that this is where you start and how far are you and what progress are you making. Because sometimes clean. I've been talking about clean. You can see some of my shows that I've done last week. It talks about being spiritually clean, mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually, financially, automatically, at all costs. You need to be clean. But clean normally, so there are processes that you need to follow for you to be clean, boba sharp. I hope I've answered you. Have a lovely day. It's not an easy thing. Lesigo, arutlwe lesigo. Right, arutlwe lesigo, a question or two, and then we are going ahead to read the comments.
Dumela mkhulu.
Awusemuhle, smile kibo. Yes, thokoza likai. Yes.
Kete mkhulu wethi yangne the reason why ke botsa ka letsela le ke le bone. So my family history ntate mogolo wa ka on my mother's side ine le ngaka e tshojwa olo o sa diriseng ditaola o kgona go identify bolwetse and then I itse ditlhare gore to sort that out. Yes. And then on my father's side there was my father's grandmother una thusa like the baby nyana go ba diphogwana and everything le ga ngwana o motshotse a sa tla sharp and a rola tukwetso a dirisa di washer and everything, ne?
Right.
Now batho ba babedi ba I know gore I belong both sides, but now letsela le ga gona o kileng mo go bone a dirisa matsela ao ore diotse tsa go tshwana le tseo because hasela ntlha ke le lora ke le beile mo legetleng. I was coming to work ke le beile mo legetleng, so I was asking myself what's going on, and every time o kre ke lora ke tabogile ke mathile like ga ke thanya ke fufuletse or sometimes ke fofebe ke go wela mo metsing a mantsi fela ke sa itse gore what's going on. So mkhulu ke na le di sleepless nights and then le di toro ka di lebala like tse dingwe they feel real. I feel I was somewhere, I was not in my bed.
Yeah. Where do you stay?
Northwest, Zerust.
Hey, Zerust, I can't meet you go Zerust. Uchanto tole metsi a mathang. One, how fitla
yes.
yeah, you need to get metsi a mathang iseng a emeng still. One, how ya kwale o tlo tsamaya o tshwere boroto, plain bread wa bona boroto bo nna ke la Soweto so bizo mpago a tsebe lona go zira se lo bitsang.
Oh yes, hobo bread.
That whole bread unsliced.
Yes.
Unsliced.
Okay.
O ya ko nageng. If go na le metsi ko Zerust, I've never seen metsi the last time ke le ko Zerust, but you need to get metsi a fetang. Ha o fitla ko metsing o tshwere borotho bo wa bonatha wa bolatlela o bolatlela all the four corners around you, like behind you, in your side le ka kwa go ntse o natha wa tlotla le bona, because batho ba na lo botsa gore manje mkhulu mina mangiphahlang thina o tlotla le bona fela as if they are just around you. Dumelang, hey ke nna ngwana smamang ke tsalwa ke smamang, hey mathata fela, hey le ko mosebetsing ba ne ba re ba tla mpromote ke ba makgwa ba jiga, hey bonkgono ke le kopa tlhebulang kana ko ya busy wa latlhela borotho wa latlhela. If you have a coin, it has to be 2 silver coins. I'm told ke di ranta tse pedi wa di nka le tsona o di latlhela ko metsing, and then bonka metsi ao o bo tlhapa ka ona. Lo potla o tlhapa ka ona mo sefatlhegong, and then wa itshela, and before o ya metsing, a week before and a week after, wena le Thabo ko ntlong o metsetsa di flying kiss fela nwa ga o mo atamele. So meaning you stay clean a week before and a week after, and then re tla tsamaya be re checka ditoro tsa teng re bona gore how to they progress. But one thing that you need to emphasize, go kopa batho ba gore ba itlhagise ba go tlhalosetse process ya mmereko thoroughly, but that is if you admit. So phase 1, you admit and say I accept, ke a dumela ke amogela ke tla tswella pele. After accepting more a ke le mpontsheng gore from here ke tlamile ke etse, I'm available to guide you throughout the way. O tla mfounela ha o ntlhoka, touch us on our medias and so forth, and yeah, awusabhodla ka bhodle umuntu uyezwakala ukuthi umntwana wethoka. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
Yeah. And then how feditse mo, then that is the only time o ka thoma ngo apara masela ao ba tla o laela ro apara yang. But yes, it is true, both of them ba bereka le wena, especially the old man. He's very strong and he's fighting with you. Lona tse wa nkomanya gore you need to push, you need to push. Yes. Ga tshameke all o go tlapa pila ba botsa morago.
Exactly the way he was.
Yeah, very tall. Yeah, nkare ke tolo ke tseba mita tolo mamang. He was ona le yana ka mmele. Yeah, ne ra tsena bo gutlwagala. Over right, Shem. Over right. Thokozane.
Okay.
Yes. If you've just joined us, this is Global Talk with Bishop Q, your favorite lunchtime talk show. So make sure that you connect with us, you talk to us. We are available Siamosha Manje Fandag, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, but we are available everywhere. If you want to ask questions, make sure that you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, on Twitter. We are also available also on TikTok as well. Today we are talking spirituality. What is both the renewed and asekaya? We have a chunk of questions that I need to go through, and then manqatil I need to rush ama yogurt, because that's what I also do for my work. A spiritual person always been hated. Yes, that's true. Remember that you have a gift. Jesus had a gift. Jesus was never loved. I can give you a typical example. 4 to 5 years before Ngitatu Bunyang, that is many years ago, some guy who was based on a lady, early hours of the morning, somewhere problem, whatever. He took those guys. He disappeared for almost 2 weeks. the day ba mo thola ko bona bane ba mo kgabetleletse like he was literally pieces ba mo latlhetse ko nageng. I remember they were showing me pictures as a young boy as they were picking up his pieces in the field. But tsebe ke yo mo ke yo monwana mole nko kele, they took pieces of him and they threw them around because bana basa morati. So mo o tsebe hore ha ona le gift angeke bazi bakuthanda awu yona imali. You are not money. Nobody will love you. But remember, it has nothing to do with anybody else. We just need to be true and do umsebenzi wa rona njengabantu ababiziwe to help others. So that's the story, Tumza. Thokozani Steny, welcome to the show. Make sure that you click that button and you follow us. If you have questions, I'm here, I'm available. We are talking spirituality. If you have questions and clear things about my issues with those, your dreams and so forth, we are targeting that today. Talk to us. You can follow us on all the networks. I'm sorry, Kesla, I was on what? Oh, I was on the call. It's fine, Vanagit. Let us see if I could put you through and talk to you and hear your story. Wide. Ngabantle, wide. Whew. Yeah, ne? Right, let us see who do we have in the guest. Duba. Coco. Coco. Thokoza. Ardumelise pele. Re hona re ka kwa lena.
Karata ba calling gore tsebe gore mo swantse follow wa.
Number one, o tshwantse o tsebe gore o na le yona na. That is very important.
Yes.
Because sometimes go na le di symptoms tse tshwanang le tsa gore o na le ledlozi ka nto sena lona. So o tshwantse re bone ka ditoro di pheta o lo ra toro A1 gape le gape. Now mo ditorong tsa yeah. Yeah, yes. It means that's where you belong. That's where you are supposed to be going. Yes. Remember that whenever you have a gift, you are not going to be liked or be loved by anybody else. But what do you yeah, but but it's important that you need to go and finish it because it's about what we be remember, Nav always explained. Yeah, Nav always explained. Calling. It has nothing to do with chelete. Because if batla o roma ke re mo wena duba ke batla o tsamaya o lo nrela 6 beers wena msebetsi wa go etsang akere and then msebetsi wa ka go etsang go wa tlhaloganya tu wa re tsamaya. Yes. So yeah. What was the question, Hape? It is something that you need to fix. It means when I go dulang kote, there are bad things said. So your house needs to be clean. But in the meantime, o kena wa nka metsi a plain, just take plain water, bo tshela molora bo wa rapella metsi ao bo fuka ko jarateng.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, we dire mogala yo gare ke ne ntse ke bona koloi ke robe tshi ka koloi ye.
Lora koloi. A o koloi e o ilorang ke batho ba bagolo, idlozi le lo liphuphayo. So koloi eo ke batho ba bagolo, it's not necessarily hore tshwantse o bane le koloi or lo reka koloi. Yes.
Ene hore batho ba bagolo ke ko bana le bona ke santse ke je procedure e buang neng kae ka bokae.
Batho ba bagolo a ke o tshwantse o e rapedise hore ba tlhage ba go fe di specifications to say ke rona ba re ko kae, this is the procedure that you need to follow.
Mara estimation e ka khosa bokae so.
It can cost anything between 0 and 80,000 rands, depending. But o gopola re tšhelete ya teng ha itse ko wena, a se wena o ithomang. That's why ke re mo wena ha ko etsetsa example, ha ke nyaka dipia nna ke ntsha tšhelete, wena ke batla matla gago le nako ya gago fela. So in this case Dlozi is the same thing gore batho ba bagolo ke bona ba batlang go roma ko mosebetsing, wena ba batla fela o amogele gore ke tlaya mphen tšhelete, ba tla o fa tšhelete bo o patala ntho tsa Madlozi o bo o fetsa. Ha tshwantse ana le ba etsa jwang?
Ba itileng calling e pele because ba bona o ka re maybe ke botlhale o feta bona santse ke bereke wa.
Tswa mo bona ba wena focus mo wena o tla ba sharp. Just focus on yourself, you will be okay. O tlhokomele mosebetsi wa batho ba bagolo and then ba tla o director. Okay?
Mogala yo office tshela di mokae?
Re based re ko Soweto. Yeah, re ko Soweto ko Dobsonville.
Okay.
Yeah, o tla thola ko. Wena o ko kae? Maibuye kae?
Mothembisa.
Oh, a Thembisa mo gaufe kgale re twasisa ko Thembisa. Yeah, libile ke na le cherry kara. You can come, just make time or
Kwa mogala then ke gopela boditse mogala ge e le hore maybe ka mogola o boletseng ka ona hore ga o nromile 6 beers ke bua le yona then ge ke fetša go bua le 6 beers eo ga o starta ka bokae
a ke re ke nna ke ntshitseng tšhelete, so Dlozi ke lona le tla o fang tšhelete, and then from there you are able to move and do what's needed to be done. So bona ke bona ba tla tlang ba tla o director ba tla o tshwara ka letsogo ba bolela hore from here o tlamehile re etseng. Consultation ya ka ke 200 rand papa. Yes.
Okay,
ya nlatela o ngolle DM mpotse re ko kae wa tla ko fe nomoro tsa ka re bereke be mnati thokoza.
Ke 200.
Yes sir. Re tla kwa re fetsa go bolela kere. Tobe. Yeah. O bolela le Bishop.
Okay.
Yes. Tismo thokoza kehle. Hayi makuphila nina thina si grand mfana kithi.
Ke rata tsela o ba guidang ka yona ba bolella cause batho ba bangata tlameha ba utlwisise ntho e one for calling before o etsa ntho nngwe le nngwe before ba o guida.
Yes.
O tlameha o amohele calling wena self. If o sa amohele ha ona next step because once o amohele ba tlo guida le tšhelete they're gonna give you ba tlo etsa di means aba sa ofia ona go taba le batho le motho a tla o thusa.
That's true.
Gore na motho wa o tseba ha o tsebe that o tlo qeta o tswele fetse.
That's true.
Batho ba bangata ba kgona ho understand. Ke qala ho wena pele o tlameha o accept calling.
Ijwalo Njamme, you quickly remind me, Lord, I did not have money. I did not even have nothing. But it was only after 2 weeks like I did not pay anything for 2 weeks, and it was only after 2 weeks after I have acknowledged presentation. Then I went to Braamfontein, did my presentation, baka envelope, can only 5,000. I came back after 2 weeks, it's 5,000. Kire itanka line, go bela ku kolota bukai. Alright, 2,000 kirchwara. Ausikana wena umpile masila 8 ne ya ku reketse 6 tshwara ngwana ko gae. Kana last leng reketse dijo. So tjake khona go patanisa because they can only open chelete how le ko gare. How le ko gare. What's about this thing? Ke tlo ibua ke be ke shwe and say if o so keni a una chelete ba tlo kayang. Le nanga how ka ija chelete wa kopana le ngwana lo mosweu ntse le ntse re baby o lo ija chelete le fetlo e fedile. So the only way ke tlo fa chelete ha se wa periskete se ready o khumami, that is the only time ke tlo khona go release chelete.
Just to go on the cabo.
Yes.
So but hey, basovela calling always better because ancestors are to buy strict.
Yes.
How to balia. First thing, but I can come 70 for sebeta. Wow, fedis. How na le chelete, ba to se chelete ni.
Ba ntsantate, yeah. Ale motle ka dikwaikwai tsa pensele wa vaya.
Ona le belo re ba strict matlosi so ba tle ba ba tlosa bana next.
In actual fact, they go for anything we rata. Now as even son, Bantlelor, if kis accept ngwana ka wa vaya, I had to change my mind and follow their route. And my son is still alive today. So it's all about sacrifice.
Bishop, because because if usukudisa wetsa akire kya sebeti because nani ke bona mosebetsi la ke lwana le batho.
Yes
up until nna ke decide I have to get my ikele fehlo.
Yes,
and I get reisa ke bolela batho ba di ke tsamaile fela but because bane ba se ba mpolelletse the other thing batho ba understand happy dimo se tla so guide so bontshe everything you it's about once yon ke process ya hao ya lo parola letsatsi la o qetela la o lo parola la hao o tlo le bontsha.
Yes, go fela dintho. No go yalo no mkhulu ke lebogile are matter bona re thola ba bang, so that I'm also trying to answer this question, but ke lebogile gagolo. Thanks for connecting with us. Thanks for being here. Put a smile on your face. Modimo a hlonolofatsa mpolokele wena, ke lebogile. Tokozani. We are moving along. We are getting we are getting a lady coming through as well. Thanks for following Floxin. Thanks for following Stenik, Kanya, Kaufela, Torzan. This is Bishop Q on Global Talk. We are seeing answers are coming through. People are talking from all over the world. Continue sending your message and your thoughts and your beliefs. Anything that is about spirituality, we are there. We are hitting it very hard. We have questions that Abantwana Betong have been asking for a very long time. So we are open. If you want to talk to us, if you want to link with us, we are available. On Facebook, it's Bishop Q. On YouTube, it's also Bishop Q. Twitter, Bishop Q19. Email address, murutiq@gmail. Let us see if we have a guest in the guest room. Habayo Hajwale. Right, we are moving on. Rahatella Rente remover. Let us see how much time do we still have. My producer says we've chowed already 45 minutes. Right, let us see how many questions we can do. I've answered Nolu. We hope she's answered wherever she is. Grahamstown. Okay. I once did a play in Grahamstown. It's a very nice place. Nozi Po Makatini. Gratitude. It says, I'm eternally grateful for everything. Time, place, moment. Just being myself. Eternally so ever grateful. Thokoza Gogo Siyabonga that you are being grateful. We touched on the issue of being grateful, that whenever whenever you are a spiritual child, that awubongi kuphela ngomlomo, but you need to make something. If kolonane lutlwaetse Japoni, you make sure hore letsa pone wa igasa ko jarateng. If lutlwaetse wetsa mqombothi, you make sure ukuthi nenza umqombothi and make it available. Nako khaine will make sure rapa ya ting the thing nkare khrofunyana re tshola mo jarateng. So it all depends ukuthi ke bentandani. Untabeni kubo bebathanda amabhiya. So obviously it means one of his uncle narata bjwala. It means that needs to be alcohol that is being bought, one that is going to be drunk, and the other one and give it to all the rest of the people who are there. There is somebody in the guest room. Let us see. Tage. Right, Arutya, what question does Etlang? Tokozani.
Hello,
Ronald ka papa.
Come jarting every day. The lyrics on my pee, so I get to follow your Maronan.
Go high. Okay. Tell me one incident in Akwelelwana. Tell me one incident when you fought as a family.
Last every time.
Mo bathong ba kolona ba bagolo go na le motho wa kolona o neng a kereka ko ZCC ke man. Yes.
That's an ZCC. Easy being a human at the moment, being a woman like ever. This next month, all of us at General FM want you to know that we see you.
Right, so that I'm able to move to questions because producer Lakanako. Just to answer you very quickly, issue the reason really divided. You could say the phone in German because I'm getting a bad feedback. Because I'm picking up feedback in right. Kolona kolitswalang ko teng le bana ba ntlu ya thapelo le bana ba rapelang kaofela. But the minute le sa tlhola le kena kereke A1 le sa tlhola le rapela kaofela. Moya e mebe e khona go kena gare ga lona. Go na le ntate mogolo o mokima ka mmele, o na le mpandlane o montsho ka lebala. Kintate moholo o tsalwang kolona. He says to me ko bolelle gore kolona o tlamele le khutlele kerekeng, and that is where dintho tsa kolona di tlo khutlang be di kopana. But for as long lily divided o mong a ikela kwa le kwa ba bang ba lona le tshaba le kereke ba bang ba duletse bojalwa le tlo dula le lwana and never lwane fela. But there is a lady who's gonna o tlo lemalang ko jarateng ene o tlo lemala ka botlhoko ene le tlo feleletsa le mo tlhabile ka mphaka ke feditse.
All right. So, thank
Thokoza. Sokwazi thina sidlala. Sokwazi thina. Siyaqhubeka. This is Bishop Q on Global Talk. Ngitshelile ukuthi ngidakiwe namhlanje. I've got my two favorite producers namhlanje. Siyaqhubeka. Let us see. We have 10 minutes to do some of the questions. Let us see how many questions we can do. We end the show. And Sambe so Pabantwana Mayokat. They are waiting for us with a big heart. Thokoza Koko, everything is a mess nowadays. I feel weak, and when I have to pray, I get tired, and I don't remember my dreams. And I was taking a snuff. Suddenly, when I try taking and feeling and hear some noises, I feel like I am going crazy. Ndombozi Octavia Mahope from Gungundovu. Right, I'm gonna tackle this in a very wise way. Number one, he talks about the life being in mess this nowadays. Mom, your life will never be okay. It has always attracted confusion. And you need to make sure that ulalela bogogo. One, Octavia, I can tell you now today. Hey, sleep on the floor. That is lesson number one that I'm told that is coming very high and quickly. But make sure that you no longer sleep on the bed. She says, I'm feeling weak. You are feeling weak because my things are falling apart. So there are things that you need to eat. And if you're not going to eat those things, so you need to make sure that you get and you eat whatever that needs to be eaten. So, Mom Dana Wedlozi, there are things that you're supposed to eat. I'm trying to fix here as well. So, Mom Dana Wedlozi, and if you're not gonna eat those things, they're gonna affect you. So, one, you need to sleep on the floor. Two, you need to get ukudla because if it was lingene I'll tell you that's why you are becoming weak. That is number two. Number three, you say, when I have to pray, I get tired. This one, I need to hammer it, and this is where I'm going to stop and go back on some of the questions on TikTok. I normally get worried during the night. Mang Puma, besinging abone abathakathi. Abathakathi, they always have to be flying around. And if they are not there, I get worried. I'll tell you why. It means if abathakathi, they are not anywhere around, it means they are in a meeting, they are in a conference, they are in a plenary session. So abathakathi, they always plan what is it that they need to do as their next move, because it means their previous move did not work. So they always look for new things to do. The latest method that they are chowing and eating abantwana bedlozi ngayo ukukhathala nokutswafa. If you are supposed to come to me, wavuka ekseni what ayibekomele nyenga umkhulu ayizombona kusasa, kibuloyi. There's nothing beyond that. How many times have you promised yourself and said, and whenever you're supposed to go to church and say, kereke, I'll postpone. You see what happens? So, so the reason is because abathakathi basebenza ngokukhathala. So the minute ukhathala utswafa ukwenza izinto zakho, uhluleka ukuhamba kuyophalaza, uhluleka kuyohamba kuyothandaza, uhluleka ukuhamba kuyesontweni, kibuloyi bo. Right, let us see what questions do we have. I think we're going to take the last two and then I'll be out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Probably might continue in the evening. I don't know. Babalwa Togozani Makosini. Thanks for following us. Maisa, thank you. Thanks for smiling. Matumelo, thanks for following me. It says, Togozani Mkulu, I woke up very angry today. I dreamed seeing a man accusing me of selling his pen. Okay, still something as to I hope connect. But remember that when you sleep, you actually are connecting nabantu abadala. So when they get angry, now automatically it affects you. So it means there's somebody who's close to you. I don't want to call it backstabbing, but there is somebody who's close to you. So make sure that you pick up on your time of prayer. Make sure that you pick up on your time of prayer. You need to expand it and make sure that you pray twice more than what you are doing. Matumel, make sure that you pray twice than that, so that your enemy does not get you on your feet, only relaxed. Right. Oh, took your pen in the class. Yes. It means there's somebody who wants to take. Okay. When you're in a class, it means umntwana wetonga who's already working. And when somebody comes to take a pen, it is something that you need to use. So it means somebody wants to take your gift. But remember, I will explain this one day. Nobody can take your gift. They can only delay it, but they cannot take it. They cannot take it. They can only confuse it and delay it so that but they cannot take it. You can't take it. How do you know ukudla kwedlozi mkhulu? Ukudla kwedlozi ukuthola edlozini. So you need to be edlozini qala. So like I was explaining, it's more like a process that you need to go to. 1, you accept your gift. 2, you start praying and asking abantu abadala what is it that you need to do. So during that time, they will tell you ukuthi kwamele uye ephehlweni or kwamele uzenzele izinto usekhaya. And during also that process, the minute they start showing you indwangu ezifana nalezi and the beats, automatically they will also show you a diet yabo. It's very important, because if they cannot get their diet, they will chow you. I tell you. So those food we normally give them and will prepare ukudla lokho in a particular way. So you go ukudla kwedlozi. Tumza, I think next time we'll co-host and jamme so that you shine up and I'm shine up. This is Global Talk with Bishop Q. If you are joining us from wherever you are, continue putting a smile on your face. Time is running out for us. We'll probably have live later where we will be discussing this further, because I have thousands of kids that I need to go and give my yogurt. Mkulu, how can I get hold of you? Just DM me, Makumalo or Ufixo. They will respond. Give us your details and then we'll get in touch. Then you can come and visit us and see our palace, one-room place where we do all the miracles, where magic is being made. So I'm available. I'm available. I'm not very far from you. Just DM us, write us, Togoza. Just DM me and then we'll take it from there. Okay? So continue putting a smile on your face. This is Global Talk with Bishop Q. Let me take my last guest. Bese Katsama Kilo Fabana Baba to the yogurt. Oh, I thought you could Montula. Okay. Now I can press this thing. All right, no guest. Let us check. Guest room. Nobody's there. We are passing. I'm holding the last question and then I'm out of here. Cindy Swaref Matomela Butabute Perengetsweu Singangata says, yo, ubhala message la at yo at yo mkhulu, I don't even know where to start. Ayi kunzima mkhulu, bethunana kunzima. Even last night when I was praying, I found myself crying. I'm tired. Everything is tough in my life. I'm breastfeeding. I'm trying by all means to stress because of the little one. But I end up asking God, Gore, kanti ababusisekile abanjani wano rona ka re seletse morao na lempilo yona iqoma abanjani, because mna it doesn't recognize me at all. Kupomphe Bible mfuna ukumphendula ngeBhayibheli bese ngihlukana nayo. I want a job. Let us pray over it. Let us pray over it. You will find a job, Sluva. Where do you stay? What is it that you are doing? Go me an email, send me your CV. Let us pray for it. Let us see. My email is murutiq@gmail.com. Send me your CV. Let us pray and find ways to get you a job. Chances are that there are things that you need to do for you to get a job. That's why I've always spoken about being clean. You need to be clean so that